William Hawley, who came all the way from Banning, California, to celebrate in the first Weldon Bumblebee Honor Game. At that time, Mr. Hawley was the oldest living Weldon coach. He passed away in April of this year, and we honor his memory and thank him for the many years of dedicated service he gave to the students and athletes that he taught. His nephew, Sidney Hawley, is representing the family this evening. These special honor guests are making their way to the center of the football field to join the team captains and officials as they complete tonight's coin toss between Gladewater and the Jefferson Bulldogs. Gladewater Bear captain Kyrie Wilson, number 1, Israel Soto, number 33.
Good afternoon, or should I say good evening, since it's just about dark now. We've got a game time tonight at Jack V. Murphy Stadium of 7 o'clock. As all the district games now are starting at 7 o'clock for us, Avon. We're getting close toward the end of the season. We've already had the toss. Bears will be receiving ball, and they will be receiving on the north end of the field, coming off of a, I guess we would call that a big win, Avon, last week against the Sabine Cardinals.
Was rather amazing, those that missed it. As I was telling Sam earlier, Cardinals played some exceptional ball, and their kicker was just incredible. Also, their number 7, her quarterback, he is an outstanding player. That's one of the things that Sam and I do our best to do, is try not to be too biased to home team, that we are Bears, and tonight it's the Bumblebee tribute game. This is the second annual of that, for tribute back to the Weldon Bumblebee team, which had one of the only, to my knowledge, one of the only players from Gladewater, Texas, to be in a Super Bowl.
I believe that's right. And do you know who that was?
Winston Hill,
yes.
If I remember correctly.
And he's not the only Gladewaterite to play pro ball, but he was an offensive lineman, and the year the Jets won, and Joe Namath was the quarterback, right. And he told everybody they would win, and they certainly were the underdog, but they won.
1969, I believe.
I think that's right. But anyway, so referring to the tribute to the Weldon Bumblebees, the Gladewater Bears will be wearing green. So when you see the green, that is our Gladewater Bears, and the white pants and white jerseys are the Jefferson Bulldogs. So Jefferson having a good season, and again another formidable foe that we face. And then after this, we will have Atlanta on the road, and then we'll finish up with White Oak here. So Bulldogs kicking off from their left hash mark, from the left to the right of your screen, and they kick a little pooch kick, and it's fielded by Gladewater at just inside the 30 for about a 5-yard return. And I think that was number 20 that returned that ball.
Jason Harris.
And so we will take over, the Bears will, on the 33-yard line, right hash mark. Bears come off the sideline and line up. Wilson will be the quarterback, the man under tonight at this point. It changes as we go.
Does.
And we're in an I formation. And it is a handoff to the tailback to the right side. He's still up and going.
Power.
And they're going to blow that ball dead. And it looks like
number 21 of the Bears, Carson Cooper.
So that's a nice carry. That is about, I'm going to call it about a 6-yard gain. So that's a good first down play. 34 comes out for the Bears. That's Dion Patton. Bears this time have wide receivers to the top of your screen and the bottom. One setback. Quarterback back deep in the gun.
He's
He
keeping it.
fakes and keeps. And he's going to make it to the line of scrimmage. Gain maybe just a little bit, but less than a yard. About a half a yard gain.
You know, one of the other things I go about going to those out of town games is seeing different environments. You know, that was the first time I didn't get to make. Oh, last year they played here, but Bean had turf.
Yes, they've
For the
had some
longest
upgrades.
time. Yeah, they've had some upgrades, and it was very nice.
So Bears now, everybody in tight, got motion to the bottom. And it's the Wildcat formation. And it's going to be a little short of the first down. They'll give forward
That was
progress.
our number 0, Brayson Woods.
When they get in the Wildcat, that's where a running back typically, like Brayson, becomes the guy they snap the ball to, and he can run it or hand it off. So,
and he's technically mostly our wide receiver.
Yes. And so now checking back in, I believe Cooper's back in the ball game. And we've got
fourth down.
Luke Brown under center now.
It looks like they're going to kick it.
And they're going to try the long count. And they end up, I don't know if they call the timeout, I believe.
Fourth down and 3, 9:43 left in the first quarter.
The ball is just inside. Well, it's right on the 40-yard line, and they need three. They need almost 4 yards, about 3 yards for a first down. So, when they lined up,
wouldn't this normally be a punt situation?
Normally, unless you're a Gladewater Bear, and then it's close to the 50. It's 40-yard line. So. Now the quarterback is back deep in the gun. And I'm thinking it might be a throwing down.
The quarterback is number 11.
Offsides on Gladewater. Receiver at the top of your screen. I can't get a number yet. 20-something. 21, I believe, is who they're going to call that on. Carwin Cooper. And he was just in motion, so now looks like it will be a punting down because it'll be 4th and about 8 if they don't punt.
They did it backwards. At eighth down, if y'all catch that on that little screen.
So the punt is away.
Up off the ground. That
Low
was a great
snap,
punt.
Caught at the 28-yard line. And he's got a little room. He's coming up the right sideline.
He's got a lot of defensive.
And he caught the ball at the 28. So
Bulldog number 3, Chris Love.
So about a 39-yard return up to the Gladewater Bear 31-yard line.
But what punted from?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So Jefferson, 9:29 left in the first quarter. Takes over on their first possession. Bears had to punt. Good return by the Bulldogs. And so Jefferson lines up. And they snap the ball deep. It's handed off.
And number 6 of the Bulldogs, Dominic Rivers. That's what it looks like, but it says that's their kicker and punter.
It's a touchdown. So 31-yard scamper on the first play from scrimmage for the Bulldogs. And
take that back. That is a number 5.
Number 5, okay. That's
Studying
Cameron Williams.
Cameron Williams, yep.
So
only one play.
So quick score by the Bulldogs. Bears, the good side thing is Bears will get the ball back.
Sure.
So number 7 is your holder right now.
That's a solid number.
And that is
Rivers.
That is a good PAT. So 9:21 left in the first quarter, and it is Jefferson 7 and the Bears 0. Bears will take the ensuing kickoff, and it will be their second possession of the night. So deep for the Bears, we have Kyron Wilson and Carter Schneider deep. In the middle
They're going to do
position,
that pooch kick again.
I'm going to say they will. Normally, when they start off with that, they kind of like it.
Well, I can tell you, after 2 successful onside kicks by the Cardinals last week, our Bears was almost the whole team up on that line, ready, waiting and ready.
So
Kicker
same
again,
kickoff
6.
formation, same return. And the Bulldogs kick, and it's another pooch kick, pretty short. And he is in a much better position this time, has to come up to catch the ball between the 35 and the 40, and it gets a 5 or 6 yard return. So Bears, having good field position, are taking over on the right hash mark at the 43-yard line. So almost to midfield where they'll start this drive. So Grayson Woods in the game, Luke Brown in the game. Woods. We have Carwin Cooper in, and we also have Kason Harris in the ball game at the running back positions. Ball snapped. He's throwing. Complete the pass.
The number 20 of the Bears Bumblebees.
So Kason Harris.
That's a great carry.
Catches the ball. First down. Moves into Bulldog territory. Move those chains. Moves into the Bulldog territory on the 34-yard line. And Wilson checking back in the game. And Woods checks out. So this time, taking the ball from the center, I formation. And it's the handoff to the fullback, and he's got a little momentum. And they're going to give him forward progress. I'm calling that a 5-yard gain.
Number 28 of the Bears.
And that is
Jeremiah Flanagan.
So Wilson in at quarterback right now. And gets the play from coach. And they line up again in the I formation. 2 tight end, 1 wide receiver at the top of your screen. It's like an audible at the line. And it's a keeper. And Wilson keeps the ball for a slight gain. I'm going to call it a 1-yard gain. So it's going to be.
Here's something interesting. He actually got tackled by their number 7, Tobin Tomlinson, who's also their quarterback and linebacker.
Well, when you see a defensive line, well, he's a linebacker.
Yes, sir.
But when you see those defensive linemen with a running back number, they're usually pretty quick.
And pour the steam on.
So Bears break the huddle, same formation.
Different quarterback. We got number 11, Brown.
Oh my goodness.
So close to number 9 of the Bears.
So Joby Chico
wow, right off his hand.
had the ball, couldn't keep a handle on it. Would be a nice, significant gain if he could have kept his hands on that.
4th down and 2.
They're calling it 2, but it's really about 4. Got 2 on the board. A 4th and 4. Running backs. Wilson is back deep. He's got 2 backs. He's got
20 and I can't read the other number.
21,
28.
and he goes in motion. He's looking to
Oh,
throw.
he throws it. Oh, almost
Almost
intercepted.
intercepted by number 15, I think, for the Bulldogs.
Yes, sir.
And that's Daniel Smith playing that cornerback position, maybe a safety. So ball will go over on downs. But the Bears were down inside the 30-yard line to about the 28-yard line, and the drive stalled. So a little bit better. They certainly, though, need to have a little better defense on this series for the defense of the Bulldogs. So Bulldogs have one wide receiver at the top, two to the bottom of your screen, quarterback in the gun. He hands off to number 5, Cameron Williams, and he is stopped short, driven out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play.
That was quarterback number 16. I'm gonna mess up
Timius Taylor.
Timius.
That's my guess. If we're wrong, we'll apologize to the listeners.
That's right.
So another snap.
Same play.
And this time they try the left side again. Backs were on the right. They're coming back across center to the left.
5 again.
And
Cameron Williams.
And he makes a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
3rd and 9.
Again, one back, gun formation.
Oh, he's keeping the ball, looking to
He's
throw.
throwing deep, and he's got an open man, but throws behind him. So that will stop the clock with 6:37. And that's going to be a 4th and long from there.
That's some good Bear defense.
That was much better defense.
Yes, sir.
So the receiver they had going up the Vista sideline, that's the top of y'all's screen, quarterback just threw to the wrong side. I don't know if they got mixed up on their route, but
now Bulldogs looking to punt the ball.
Bulldogs in a punt formation.
Kicker number 6, Dominic Rivers.
And he punts the ball. It's off a good punt. Down to the 30-yard line where it'll be touched by number 15, Daniel Smith. And the Bears will take over on the 31-yard line.
That's great. Oh, no score like last time. And Bears had a good drive.
So
we held them very well. I don't think they had a first down.
Nope.
Their entire carry that time. Possession.
I probably knew this at one time, but I don't know it now. When you score, I don't know if they give you a first down if you make a 31-yard run and score. I don't know if that counts. But technically, you just scored. You didn't make a first down, but yardage-wise, you did.
Oh, you're right.
So
I see what you're saying.
I'd have to ask a stat guy then. So
Where's Bacon when you need him?
Woods in motion. And he sets down to block on the right side. They give it to the tailback. He's going to make about a yard. Met by a pack of Bulldogs.
Number 21 of the Bears, Carson Cooper.
The Bears huddling back up. And got some of the linemen, number 68. Corey Stanley is starting offensively. And 51, Landon Porter is starting at offensive line. This time, Bears are in an I formation, motion. And this time, he fakes the handoff.
Oh, that is a
big loss for the Bears.
Big loss.
And on that was 21 for the Bulldogs, Kristen Bowman. And 50, I think I got a 53. I'm not sure in there. Yeah, 53.
Right at the 20.
Alex Vior Pryor was in on that sack.
Alex Xavier.
Alex Xavier, okay. Alex Xavier
Pryor.
Thank you, Avon. I butchered that bad, but we'll make up for it. So Bears ball from the 20. Wilson, the man under, hands off to Cooper. He's got a little bit of room, and he's picking up, I'm guessing, about
4 yards.
I'm thinking about 4. A little bit of gain there.
4th and 21. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the.
So punt team is on the field for the Weldon tribute jersey clad Bumblebees.
Actually has it written on the jersey. I don't know if y'all can see that from YouTube, but
Ball
there.
Ball is taken at the 43, and for the Bears, number 53, Mason Thompson.
For the Bulldogs, that was number 10, Judson Carter.
Mason makes that stop, and it was about probably a 12 or 13 yard gain on the return. Bulldogs take over on the Bear 42. Number 34 playing Deion Patton, playing linebacker for the Bears. They're holding up the game while the chains move. All right, now they can go.
Hands it off to 5. He runs right through the middle.
And he runs just a straight dive, straight ahead. And makes right at 15 yards, probably 14. First down, chains are moving again. So for the Bulldogs, number 9, Anthony Slenori. And pass is thrown and completed for a first down. And Grayson Woods on the tackle, and also number 2, Carter Snyder defending. But it is enough for a... No, I'm sorry. He made a yard. I looked at the wrong down. Second and 9. So it's a handoff up the middle again. Met by a bunch of Bears. But it's a gain of about 3 yards.
About the 23 marker. Third down. And
so Jefferson has in the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers, 1 setback. He wants to throw. Throws an out route, and he is tackled immediately by Brayson Woods, number 0. And also there was Kyron Wilson.
The Bulldogs, that was number 24, Jermaine Hopkins Jr.
And he is a freshman.
Yep, number 9.
So
4th down for the Bulldogs.
They have
Bears
1,
holding them.
2, 3. They have 4 freshmen on their team, according to their roster.
They're going for it, Sam.
So they have wide receivers split to both sides, 2 running backs. They hand it off to number 5. He tries the left side, nothing there. Cuts his field back to the right side, and he is going to score. That is Cameron Williams with a nice run. They handed him the ball on the left side. They stuffed it there. He just shuffled, picked his way around to the right, and ended up going down the right sideline. And
good play by them.
Bears could not catch him or cut him off at the pass. So 2:08 left in the first quarter. Jefferson attempting their PAT.
Kicker Dominic River.
High snap. Ball is caught, set on the tee. Point is good. So with 2:08 left in the first quarter, Gladewater Bears 0 and the Jefferson Bulldogs 14. So the next play we see will be the Bulldogs kicking off.
Well, while they're getting set up for that, by any chance, get to listen to the game of the week by the KYT.
I did not.
So the game of the week was our neighbors, far west and just up the street, which technically is Gladewater, Texas address. You had Big Sandy Wildcats versus the Union Grove Lions, and what a game! So my family went to Yambury last night, and I got a little break. I'm like, I'm just gonna go sit in the ride for a minute. Went down and sat, turned the radio on, and got to listen to that game. And then I couldn't leave. I had to listen to it because it was a tied game.
Oh my gosh!
All the way to the end, 14-14, and right toward the end, Wildcats came back, made a touchdown, tried a 2-point, had an offside. Then they tried it again and made it again, and Union Grove just ran out of time. They were marching back, so it was a great game.
Like
Hats off to both of those teams.
All right, the Bulldogs kicked deep this time down to the 14-yard line, and it was fielded. I'll give you a number in a minute.
Number 20-something.
It's number 2.
Oh, just 2.
That's Carter Snyder. So Carter gets about a 10-yard return on that, and that Bears start their drive on the 25, and that burned up 5 seconds on the clock, so 2:03 now. So Gladewater Bears, there's 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 wide receiver at the top, shotgun formation with 1 setback. And the ball is given to Carwin Cooper. He goes around the end and makes it. It's going to be close to a first down. It's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So that's about an 8-yard pickup.
Like that's showing 2 yards.
So Luke Brown in.
Unique situation where you've got 3 different people who can receive that snap.
So Bears run an empty set. Everybody out of the backfield. Luke throws it to number 17.
Zero.
Oh, 0. I'm sorry, Brayson Woods. And that is a completion. They got to change that down marker, though.
There we go.
There we go.
Move
So
the chains. First
move
down.
those chains. We got a first down. Ball is on the 39-yard line. We got trips to the top.
Woo.
1 setback. Quarterback shotgun. And he hands it off this time to Cooper. And Cooper, Carson Cooper. I said Carwin. That's his dad's name last time.
He actually got tripped up on number 20. Number 20 was already on the ground.
So Carson, actually, they're showing about a yard loss. He's met there. So Brown gets the play, checks back into the huddle.
You know, we also need to reiterate, I know we told it multiple times before this next play starts, but these cameras are not operated by us. That is artificial intelligence that's supposed to be watching while the play is happening. Brown met with a lot of resistance.
Intercepted by number 11.
Oh, that's a 15.
15 for Jefferson.
That's
Daniel Smith. And the intended receiver, I think, was Brayson Woods. So big turnover there. They had just 1 back. They had trips at the top. And then the 1 back they had went in motion. But then there was a little pressure on Luke, and he
three Bulldogs coming.
And he threw the ball. Probably wishes he had that one back now. But anyway, Bulldogs, 2.2 seconds left in this first quarter, and so they'll have to run 1 play, and then they'll change ends because the clock will start on the snap. So
got a question. Is this almost like
the weather or
the clock?
Oh,
so
yeah.
Let's say there's only 2.2 seconds left. Let's say make this play, and the play takes you 30 seconds. Okay? In reality, got some free time.
Oh, yeah. So Bulldogs have a pro formation, 2 wide receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Quarterback in the gun formation has 2 running backs to his left. Snap, there's the handoff.
Again, to that number 5 of Bulldogs. This time he was.
He might make a yard on that. Let's see where they spot it. It's about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. It's going to be about a 2nd and 9. There's a timeout.
All the time.
Quarter. They're moving.
Oh, just because of the quarter.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
They just weren't moving the chains. I thought, what are they doing? But they are. So no timeout. But speaking of timeouts, Bulldogs have used 1 of theirs. Gladewater still has 3. So now Gladewater will be defending the south end. So as you viewers at home watch, the green Weldon jerseys will be on your left, and the white jersey Bulldogs will be on your right for this quarter anyway. So ball is on the 37, we'll call it. Bulldogs in Bear territory. It is a 2nd and 9. They haven't changed it on your scoreboard yet, but they probably will. And so 1 wide receiver to the top, 1 at the bottom, 2 running backs, quarterback in the shotgun set. Ball is snapped. He's rolling out.
Our number 33 almost had him.
And he throws to number 3, who is Chris Love. And they run the little screen, and he finds a lot of room, and he runs all the way to the end zone.
We got to give a shout out though, because our number 33, Israel Serta, was inches away from having that quarterback, number 16.
He did have some heat on him, but he got the ball off, and then a little bit of handy running by Chris Love, who is a junior for the Bulldogs. Now they're number 6, Dominic Rivers. Dominic, that's what I said. Dominic Rivers. D. Rivers. We call him D. Rivers. Dominic.
Demonic.
Well, I meant Dominic.
Like
Domonik. As a teacher and a coach, I can't tell you how many ways I've seen Dominique spelled in 30 years in education. But that brings our score 21, 11:51 left in the 2nd quarter. So I tell you what, Jefferson has several kids that run the ball well. Some are receivers and some are backs.
And a lot of these ones that you've circled that we've called their name out directly for action piece, I bet at least half of these are juniors. So they've got, and the interesting part about a lot of our Bears, there's a lot of those guys that are sophomores.
Yeah. The Bears are young.
Yeah, we've definitely got growth and a lot of potential.
So Bulldogs now kicking from the left hash of the 40. Last time they kicked deep, and we had our longest return, and they're lined up kind of to kick deep again, and he does. He kicks it deep. It's caught by number 3. Tries to go wide.
JT Maddox.
JT is driven out of bounds. They're giving him his forward progress at the 17-yard line. But they just kind of rode him like a bronc once they got him moving backwards, and he couldn't go down. So, but they gave him forward progress. So, ball is spotted at the 17-yard line. and it's on the left hash. So the Bears, we'll see what they line up in this time and who's going to be the signal caller.
I want to give a shout out in this quarter and again in the fourth that we have a play being put on by our theater at Gladewater High School. Tribute play to because it's our 150th.
Oh, okay.
And the play actually was done once before, 19. A lot of Bulldog resistance.
Just
numbers.
Just a handoff right there. I see number 55 for the Bulldogs in on that, and that's Hayden Ray. And then we've got Wilson, number 1, coming into the huddle. So I'm assuming he's bringing the play and will be quarterback. A 1 I formation. Wilson under center. And he's thrown short, a little low. It wasn't short. A little low to Brayson Woods. He can't quite hang on to it. So that is an incomplete pass. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. We on the air or off?
Oh, we're on.
Oh, we're on. I saw
I'm trying to
Avon
look this up.
on the screen, and I thought we were still on the air, but
We definitely are. I'm trying to pull this up. I want to make for sure that I properly show that's coming up because it's a big deal. Whenever this show originally happened, a lot of the local townspeople, even on this one that we're about to happen.
So throwing again to Brayson Woods, he's
almost intercepted.
Yeah, comeback route, and he doesn't between the pass and him diving for it, just couldn't come up with the ball. So 4th and 9 from the almost 18-yard line, and looks like the Gladewater Bears will be kicking. They're in punt formation, and it gets a punt off. Ball is caught. Oh, it's a fumble. It's a fumble. And the Bulldogs cover it right at the 50. I didn't get the number of who was trying to catch it, but I think it was number 10. And that's
Judson Carter of the Bulldogs.
But they had another Bulldog who was a little closer than one of the Bears to get it.
So it's called Setting on the Woodbine, the story of Gladewater's old boom history. Website, GladewaterISD.com. You can go to high school academics, then at November the 2nd, 5th, 7th. Also on their opening night, they're going to have a chicken spaghetti dinner.
Number 16 throws short route to I can't. It's a
24. 24.
Yeah, it's 24.
24 of the Bulldogs. Jermaine Hopkins Jr.
So he picks up about 6. Wide receiver bottom.
Tosses it quickly to number 5.
Toss out to number 6, I think.
No, 5. It looks like a 6, doesn't
it? Does.
That was Cameron Williams again.
So if I would have had to call number 6, that's Dominique. I might mess it up once. I don't usually do it twice. Okay, so now we
second down and 4.
There seems to be some kind of question there.
Oh, happened.
Be a
first down, something.
I don't know if there's a penalty or. And they're moving the chains, and now the officials did not need
to walk it out. Something happened.
That's a 15-yarder, whatever it is. But he must not be very tall. He took about 17 steps. But it's a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. So that brings us up to a new first down on the 28-yard line.
There were 4 people setting up there at the top. Number 4 of the Bulldogs caught the ball.
Well, they throw just a little hitch pass to the right.
Have not called his name.
Gladewater defends that very well.
Zachary Johnson. Am I saying that right? Look at that number. Zachary?
Uh-huh.
Look at that. Same thing. 4 people up top. They hand it off real quickly. I couldn't catch his number. It went so. Number 5 again.
Yes. Now they like him. Well,
Cameron Williams.
all right, number 3 comes in the ball
Third down
game.
and 8.
Chris Love, who had a nice catch and run a while ago. So, Avon, he's lined up out here where he was a while ago, bottom of our screen. And they're throwing.
He's looking to throw
they're
up
throwing
top.
the opposite side. Good coverage there.
A number 16 of the Bumblebees. Gladewater Bears, Weldon Bumblebees special tribute jerseys tonight. 16 of the Bears is
Carson Wood.
Carson Wood.
So very good defense there. Carson in great
There's
shape.
supposed to be an S there because his brother is number 0.
Well,
Woods.
let me add that.
There's a little top. 4th down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Bears are holding them.
So Jefferson has wide receivers top and bottom, 2 to each side, 1 back, quarterback in the gun. And he takes the snap, looking to throw, looking left.
Missed it.
And
I think they missed it.
he threw to a spot nobody was.
Yeah, because one of our guys almost caught it. Now,
Yeah,
clapped
so,
his hands, not happy he missed it. But that means Bears get the ball
All
on
right.
downs.
So
Good hold for the Bears.
So that is a stop for the Bears for sure. And
9 minutes flat.
still 21-0. Bears are taking over on the just inside the 35 at about the 34-yard line. So break the huddle. Actually, they were huddled over on the sideline. They just walk out and line up. Carson Cooper is in the ball game. Shotgun formation, 2 running backs.
Quarterback number 11, Brown.
He wants to throw. He's
he
throwing
throws
deep.
it.
And it is caught by
Oh
Wilson.
my goodness! Look, the camera can't even catch up with him. He's gone, Sam. He's gone.
So what a play! Luke Brown throws the ball, and he throws it to the guy that plays quarterback when he's not, Tyron Wilson. He was double covered, double teamed.
Just
Goes
incredible.
up and makes a great catch. One of the defenders fell down, and he breaks loose from the other one and gets a score.
He turned the Jets on and
He's
left
got
town.
some speed. He does. So great play for the Bears, and they're lined up for the PAT.
Ball holder number 5,
And
kicker number 15, which
So
that is number
PAT is good,
Preston Morgan.
and score now 21 for the Bulldogs, 7 for Gladewater, and the Bears will be kicking off now. This will be their first kickoff of the night.
And there's one thing you can say about the Bears. Even though someone else would have walked in here 2 minutes ago and said 21-0, I'll just go home. Can never count those Bears out because they've got a never give up attitude.
They do, and they work hard to win. It's been a tough season, and you know, even doing the games, we've had people tell us how do y'all do a game, some of the games, and we just tell you what we see. And if it's a good play by our Bears, we love our Bears and we tell you about it. But at the same time, we appreciate the talent of other teams too. And if they make a great play, we try to point that out to you as well. But the Bears got a little momentum, an onside kick, and it is recovered by number 19, Joshua Biddle, for the Bulldogs. And it's just shy of the 50-yard line. It's going to be on the 48-yard line. So, and when you, here's just a little coaching tidbit. When you make a big play, like complete a pass, or you get a turnover, or you get a pick six and score, often the very next play you try to make a big play too, when you got them reeling. And so the onside kick is trying to make a big play following a big
Keep
play.
that momentum high.
Yes. So Bulldogs line up, and it's a handoff up the middle.
Oh, number 5.
Stopped
He's
up
got
the
Bear
middle.
number 9 all over him. They push him out right at the
So
45.
that is about a 3-yard loss.
That was Bear number 9, Gobi Chico.
So the middle was plugged up for Williams, Cameron Williams. He tries to bounce it out like he did before, and the pursuit was excellent. So he ended up losing at least 3 yards right there. So now they're lined up again, same set, 2 wide receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. And he's wanting to throw.
Quarterback 16. Trying to get the number of the. Got it. Number 11 for the Dogs, Travis Gray Jr. I can say all those words.
Yes, that's an easy one. So that is a first down, I believe. Nope, they're marking it. I don't know what they marked. Maybe he stepped out or something.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's third
down.
and about 4, I would call it.
Yes, sir.
So Bulldogs take the snap. It's
And
a
off to number
handoff.
5, and 2 Bears are on him like glue. Actually,
I'm
those are
telling
honeybees,
you,
so maybe they're also after the honey.
That is number
51 and 34.
28 is one of them. One of those is Jeremiah Flanagan in there.
Landon Porter.
So great stop by the Bears, brings up a 4th and 7. And so we've got the Bulldogs.
Wow. Some great defense.
Bears kind of coming alive on that drive.
I think that after that touchdown, that just ignited the "we can." That's one
Might
of our
have been.
slogans at Gladewater. Is actually, you'll see it all throughout the school districts, is the "we can."
So number 6 gets
Wow, that
off
is
a
high.
short kick. Takes a
that-
Bear bounce.
Woo, look at
So the Bears are going to take over on about the 39-yard line.
that. Is a great place to start a drive.
So years ago, while we got a little minute here, Gladewater used to do the games, but we couldn't live stream back then. And Mike Baldridge and Brent Abernathy, they would set up a ton of equipment. Chad helped them during part of that time. And Brent and David, or Mike, both told me it's hard to do games like that. I just got a text from Brent saying those games are hard to do.
Yes, sir.
Because you're
Yes,
pulling
sir.
for the Bears, and
Whoop,
we got a busted
oh, no.
play.
Number
and
11, Luke Brown keeps it and still pulls out a couple yards.
So we don't know if Luke turned the wrong way or the running
That
back
was a 6-yard gain.
went the wrong way, but he turns a busted play into 6 yards, so it's a plus. I'll give a little shout out to Brent. That's a plus right there. That one's easy to talk good about. But we do appreciate any feedback we get, and we love our viewers. Bears now under center. Brown's throwing, and he throws behind the
Oh, it
intended
looks like
receiver.
That caught by 16?
No, he was. I think he was
Already out of
yeah.
bounds when he caught it.
So the intended receiver was Brayson Woods, and the ball was just behind him, and fortunately not intercepted. So
3rd down and 4. Bears.
that 4 looks like a long 4. It's 4 yards exactly, but it looks like a long 4. So
Doesn't it?
Bears break the huddle. They've got quarterback deep, everybody in the backfield, and he's going to carry it. It's actually Brayson Woods in the Wildcat formation, and he makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Had Bulldog number 53 that grabbed him quickly. Alexavier Pryor.
That's a hard
He was
one.
on.
You did really good on that name, Alexavier. I like it, but the spelling doesn't really look that much till I look at it about the 5th time. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I get that. Okay, so now it's 4th and 4. And the Bears get their first down finally on a long count. So it's going to be offsides against the Bulldogs. That'll give the Bears a first down. So you work on the long count, the hard count, the freeze, whatever you want to call it. And this time it pays off for the Bears.
Only one freeze I ever remember. You know what that one is?
What's that?
It goes like this.
So the clock is rolling at 5:47 and counting. Bears have wide receivers, trips to the top of your screen. Gun formation. Handoff to Cooper. And Carson makes about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Cooper finding a little room. Those yards are tough inside. I'm telling you,
those Bulldogs got some.
Yeah, they're earning their keep. I'm looking at number for Jefferson. I think his number is 55. We've called it out before.
Hayden Ray,
and he is a force down there inside on that defensive line. The Bears pro set, wide receiver bottom, twins at the top. Luke wants to throw. It's completed. And it looks like it's good for a first down. Completed.
Gonna make it?
Completed to
yes, sir. Move the chain.
Frank Sierra caught that ball, and
that's a great play.
And it is good for a first down. So they are moving those chains, Avon. So the ball is now into the Bulldog territory on the 40. Bears going to have trips at the bottom of your screen. Gun formation, one back, and it is a handoff to that back. 21. He's got some room. Cooper's got a little room.
Yes, sir.
And it's a first down, I believe. Let's see where they spot it. It might be a little short. It's either.
Well, he's going to have to look at that.
Oh, no, he moved up. It's going to be a first down. If this guy's spotting it on the 31,
yes, sir. Move the chain.
First down. That's the best run that Carson has had tonight. And they set trips to this side and had secondary secondary backed off. We say don't ever get beat by alignment, and Jefferson was beat by alignment on that one. So pro set again, gun formation, and Brown wants to throw again. He's got a little pressure coming from the outside.
They're calling that down. Nope.
And it is incomplete.
Hero Woods.
So now that is a second and 10 from the 29-yard line. So your twins are to the bottom, single wide receivers top. Gun formation, motion by Cooper.
Ooh, lots of pressure. Hands it, gets it quickly to 0.
So Woods, Brayson, catches the ball on the little bubble route and runs up inside and picks up a couple yards. It's going to be third and I think about 7. So Bears, Wilson back in the game. Twins at the bottom. Single wide receiver at top. Brown quarterback in the gun. Got one setback to his right. He wants to throw. Ball is batted by, I believe, number 8 for Jefferson, Travis Harris Jr. So that's an incompletion. And he is really number 8 that we just called Travis Gray. He's a pretty tall kid. I don't know his height.
Travis Harris?
No.
Our player, you said 8.
Where did I see Gray? 11, I
Gray's
think.
11.
That's 11. I'm
It was
sorry.
number 8.
So we
Right.
got
Travis Harris.
we got
Jr.
2 Travises.
And they both were juniors.
Yes.
Very unusual.
It is.
Maybe they're cousins.
So Gladewater
Going for it on a 4th down. Whoop, whoop,
There's
whoop.
a timeout. And I believe that one's called by the Bears.
Bulldogs. Yeah.
Bears take a timeout, their first one tonight. Jefferson has 2 left. Now the Bears have 2 left.
3 minutes.
So there is, and those Travises are about 2 names apart, 2 lines apart. So I think the Bears, at that point, when they wanted the timeout, they might have just been looking at how they're lined up. Because it is a 4th and 6. It says 6, but it's.
They're saying this is their second time because now they adjusted that.
Okay, they did.
No,
Well, it went from 3
to 1.
So, so I'm not the only one making mistakes tonight, Avon. Somebody else is giving me lots of company. But I don't know if they're having as much fun as we are. So
No, I don't think so. We always have a great time.
So Cooper in the game, Carter Snyder in the game, Grayson Woods split out wide. I believe is that Wilson down here at the bottom of our screen, number 1.
I believe so, sir.
So
Got
I'm saying it's
Luke Brown, quarterback.
I'm saying it's a throwing down. And honestly, Luke is just not getting much time to get rid of the ball. He's
got
moving
some
backwards,
pressure.
throwing off his back foot, and the ball doesn't have the zip he needs it to have to get to the guy he's throwing to. When he's doing that, anybody that does that loses velocity. So that's not a pick on Luke. He's doing a good job, but
Yes, he is.
it's just when you're backing up and you got heat on you.
That just means you need
throwing
those
off that
trench
back
men to
foot,
get.
you're giving something up, but not by choice. So Bulldogs take over on downs at the 26-yard line. Got 3 wide receivers, 2 top, 1 bottom.
Off to number 5 again.
And he bounces
He
around,
bounces.
breaks outside.
Our
Oh, and
number
I'm going
1
to tell
would
you,
not let him go.
Kyron Wilson used that speed to catch Cameron Williams, and he just kind of bulldogged him and held on. And
Well, he didn't bulldog him, he bared him.
okay,
He bear hugged him.
so anyway, for a gain of 1, it could have been bad. So Jefferson
defense
flips
by
their
the Bears.
formation, and quarterback rolls
He's
to
looking
his
to
left.
throw.
Good hit there by Carter Snyder, and Grayson Woods on the tackle as well. Pass was caught by number 24, Jermaine
Hopkins, your freshman.
So that is a 1st and 10.
What the?
We're down to 1:58 left in the first half. And it's
And
a
off to number
handoff,
5 again.
and he stays in the middle, doesn't try to bounce it. And
That was bear number 36.
and that is
Christian Collins.
A nice tackle, but a gain of 4.
5.
Well, 4. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. He wants to throw again.
Looking deep.
He threw to number 24, and I don't know if he didn't get a call or they just weren't on sync. He overthrew everybody, and we had trying to see what the number is of who was his defender. He was covered, but the ball was overthrown. Is that number 20 coming back to the huddle? Or 0? 0, okay. Well, that's
Woods.
Grayson Woods had good coverage on it. So now they
Third
got
down.
twins, and he
Rolling
rolls
up
right.
top. He's got some heat from number 36. He shook him.
And he's still sacked.
Bear number 9. Who is that?
That is
Toby Chico.
So still a loss. Brings up a 4th down and about 8.
Great Bear defense.
It was great defense, and he could have had him sacked if he could have held on a little bit deeper. But when he got loose, there was another Bear waiting, and he made the tackle. And
that darn clock's burning up.
It is. We're down to 45 seconds and counting. So I think they're probably going to go for it. I don't know that they're going to punt it, but they might. They're in their punt formation. They may punt, or
their punter is back there, number 6, Dominic.
Okay, they called
Rivers. Somebody called a timeout.
I think they were about to get caught by the play clock. So 32.3 left, 25 seconds on the play clock. So they're going to have to run at least one play.
That was on the Bulldogs called that timeout. Waiting on that 4 clock to trigger.
So far it hasn't.
No, it did.
Oh, it did?
It went from 3 to 2. I was paying close attention to it.
So with the clock stopped at 32.3, Jefferson has a 4th down and 8.
It's been a very fast-paced game. Only 1 hour, and we're done with the quarter.
Well, they haven't thrown as much as we've seen in some of the other games, so that clock keeps running. They run it. So they are in their punt formation. Let's see what they do.
Oh, they are going to punt it.
And number 6 punts it. It bounces at the 26, rolls on down to the 18. And the Bears will take over.
Nope. Up. I think they were going to stand there and let the clock run out.
Well,
Refs didn't let that happen.
No, because once the ball stops, even if no one's touched it,
they stop it.
There's a time, yeah. So 18 seconds left. So the Bears will probably get.
I think they'll play or just stop it.
Yeah, if they can manage the clock well, they could get about 3 plays without.
Talking 6 seconds of play.
Yeah, and if they can, just depends if they're incompletes, first downs, or whatever they are, or if they can get out of bounds.
So they get it back to Byron. He turns the Jets on. Anything could happen.
I formation, motion to the right. They hand it to the tailback to Cooper.
Number 21.
Carson Cooper.
That clock's moving.
They got to call a timeout.
And they did.
8.1. So now that should be a first down, according to where they spot it. We'll see.
Oh, clock's moving. That's it.
Okay.
That was weird. The clock stopped for a second.
So
we don't know.
That brings us to the end of the first half. Bulldogs leading 21-7 over the Bears. There's been bright spots, but about defense, we've had some good stops.
A good stop.
Just looking at it, Jefferson has a lot of big plays. And so if you can stop the big play, you got a chance with these guys, but they're good.
They are good.
And so in Gladewater, they need a little more time to throw it, and they need a few big plays of their own. So we've seen some good plays, but we'll see what this second half holds while y'all watch the bands, and we'll put it on autopilot, and we'll be back for the start of the third quarter.
Jefferson ISD represents the 2023 Jefferson Bulldog and Square. And senior drum major Luis Gomez. Section of the week is the saxophone section. And of the week is sophomore saxophone section leader Gunnar Walker. Member of the week is Xavier Brown Robinson. Individuals mostly runs these sections from psychology, squad work, and military songs not something else. The Jefferson Band continues its fall Puerto report season. Listen for our featured trumpet soloist, Opal Stevens, as she and the band presents the Hockey Music. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, the 2023 Jefferson High School Spurs. Bringing the week are Carson Bullock and Bailey the Bulldog. Tonight, this match will be recording to the Salt and Pepper hits. Push it. Ladies and gentlemen, Gladewater Honey Bears would like to welcome you to their 2023 Bear Football Halftime. Tonight's show starts off with the THS Honey Bears and the Street Stakes Bear Band. The Honey Bears were created in 1979 and worked very hard to maintain a bear tradition of precision, beauty, and excellence. And these musical young ladies are led by a group of talented officers. They are Lieutenant Trickle Gamble, Lieutenant Donald Albright, Lieutenant Ava Lanker, Lieutenant Ella Williams, and in the middle, your Captain, Senior Neil Lanker. We also attended camp with Commodore Creative Productions this summer and under Superior Ribbon. Honey Bear Social Officers are Tatiana Gunder, Olivia Hawley, Amaya Mitchell, Brooklyn Young, and Head Social Officer Melanie Perez. The director of the Honey Bears is Ms. Diane Clark, who is starting her 34th year. She is helped from her assistant, Ms. Lori White. Sit back and enjoy this week's performance of the Honey Bears to perform a hoop routine with 25 or 6 to 4. Honey Bears of the Week are Willie Garrett and Alicia Correa. Honey Bear Manager is Tiffany Watts. The Honey Bear Escort are McKay Cooper, Sean Burke, Ethan Alvarez, Cooper Manley, and Adam Warner. Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue our halftime performance with the THS measure and flag line. The line member of the week is Sam Hernandez. The measure and flag line will perform the ticket song, Big Boot, and Made for Walking. The wedding will now continue with halftime entertainment with a traditional military-style marching drill, the BB fanfare by Smith, trumpet march by Bennett, and Keeper of the Hymn march by Jewell. This week, the band earned a first division at the UI regional marching competition. And he will advance to the UIL military marching state championship to be held at Dale Stadium on Tuesday, October 24th. This is the first time the quartet has ever been to perform in the UIL state marching contest, and we wish them good luck.
Well, we're back for the third quarter, start of the second half. The Bears are kicking off from the north end, and Bulldogs are lined up, and it's another onside kick. Gets a good hop, and the Gladewater Bears have the ball.
Goodness, Sam, look at that.
What a way to start the first quarter of the second half.
Here they got some
Great
of that
job.
Bumblebee power. They're wearing the tribute Weldon Bumblebee jerseys. Second annual of that. You know, outside, Sam, we got to step out for a minute during halftime, and it was perfect. My watch is sitting here saying 72 degrees. It was like fantastic.
Well, if I went down and talked with some friends and my wife at halftime, and it felt pretty nice out there. But it feels about the same in here right now, finally. So Bears take the snap, and it's a handoff to Cooper. And he's got a little running room, and he makes about 4-yard gain.
That magic number. If you can get 4 every time, keep going.
That's right. So I did speak to Stoney Clark, former Gladewater Bear that played at the University of Texas, and I've seen him a couple times this season. So Bears now hand off. Oh no, he's bootlegs. He throws.
Wow.
And he's got a man open. Oh my goodness. Underthrows him a little bit, and
That was number 0.
And he can't get back to it. The Jefferson defender was there. So really good play call. Just
good trick play.
not,
What'd you
not
call it?
quite
Bootleg.
there. Bootleg because they faked the ball coming this way, and then the quarterback went the other way. That the nickname for that play is a bootleg because everything's going to the left in this case, and he, after the fakes, he rolls out to the right. So he buys a little time.
Here we are. Third and 6 is what.
Right. Oh, that was the Wildcat. Oh, that's a good play. That is a first down.
Move the chains.
So that's where the Wildcat, we talked about that 2 weeks ago, where they take a receiver or a running back and put back there in the quarterback position, and they can have a play call.
Some great line defense on that drive.
That was really good, and that was Brayson Woods, number 0, that did that time. So now we're back. Wilson is back at quarterback, I formation, wide receiver both sides. There's the snap, and it's the hand. No, it's the keeper. He fakes the handoff, and he makes a few yards. So they faked it to the fullback, and then he kept it and went a hole wider and picked up a few yards. So it's now like it's going to be about 2nd and 5, maybe 2nd and 6. Ball's in the middle of the field. So it's there are a few new wrinkles we are seeing. So back in the I formation with a wide receiver on each side, quarterback under the center, and he's throwing.
Oh, and completed. It is caught by 0, Brayson Woods. That looks like a first down. Move the chains.
It is a first down.
They must have went in there and got some. I mean, we're going to win Gatorade. Or we're going to call it Bear Age, what we're going to call it tonight, because look what's happening so far. Out the gate, onside kick, and Bear just got an excellent drive moving.
Well, Coach Murphy used to call, he had a concoction of pickle juice and different stuff, and he called it bear juice. So they might have had some of that bear juice. Well, I formation again. And
he keeps it. Aaron is guard, Sam.
I tell you what, he rode that in there, and I think that back, they've got a pocket, and so they squeeze that ball, but they can't squeeze too hard because he may pull it. And it looked like they were struggling over it, and Wilson ended up with it and went in for the touchdown. So,
great play.
So they're about to kick the PAT, which will, with the point, I don't want to assume anything, but if they get that point, high snap, kick is off. And it is good. So
that was number 15, Grafton Morgan.
So it's now 21-14, and the Bears kick the ball. They get a onside kick and go down and score. So,
that's a lot of energy right there.
We're sitting here with 9:19 left in the third quarter, and now it's a 1-possession game. That's huge. It was a 3-possession game at one point. So we will see how the Bear defense can be, because
we got to guess it.
Well, we got a flying cricket, and don't squeal. Can't squeal like a little girl. I'm teasing you. But, nobody likes them flying around their head, I can tell you. So, another onside kick, and there's a scramble for it, but the Bulldogs come up with it, and they're going to take over at the 46-yard line.
Now it's time to see that Bear defense come to action. After the time, they've been doing a great job with some good holds, and
they really have. And again, if they can eliminate the big play, they got a chance. So there's a handoff.
Hands off number 5 again.
He's got a little room.
Number 9 of the Bears.
That is Joby
Chico.
So number 5 for the Bulldogs, Cameron Williams, is really a good back, good solid back.
Yes, and for a junior, he's got a lot of
but you don't need to give him a half a step because
No, sir.
he'll widen that a whole lot.
If you remember that one play where he sat back there for a second, rearranged and went and made.
So he's looking to throw, throwing
On
deep.
Big time deep.
Well, it was incomplete. The Jefferson receiver, I can't see his number. I'll look real quick.
Was number.
I think it's 3.
Sideways.
But he thought he needed an interference call. There were no flags, so that's a long incompletion.
It's Bulldog number 3, Chris Love.
So Jefferson again, 3 wide receivers, 2 to our bottom of the screen and 1 at the top. So he's looking.
Oh, he's got pressure. There, almost had him. He's throwing.
And that ball is completed at the 35-yard line.
That'll make that a.
Well, there's nobody moving yet. Is there? There's a flag. There's a flag over there. He's picking it up right now. Illegal. I think ineligible receiver downfield. I think is what he signaled. I only caught the tail end of that. It's probably, I don't know. Looks like they're moving it about. It's probably about, might have been a 10-yard penalty. No, it was 5.
3rd and 13 for Bulldogs.
They're throwing. A little bit of heat. And number 3 catches it. And he really just went up high over. Our defender was.
Bumblebee number 5, Frank Sierra.
And he went up over Carter Schneider to catch the ball. But he's probably about 18 inches taller than him. So great catch. It wasn't a case of poor defense. It was a great catch. That puts the Bulldogs on the 22-yard line. And 8:01 left in this third quarter. So Bulldogs line up, only 1 receiver split out wide. They're in their power running set. And he's handing it to the
number 5.
Oh, and he's
my goodness.
caught for a loss of 1 yard.
33 and 34 of the Bumblebees. Bill, Israel Serta and Keon Patton.
So good stop by the Bears. That's actually a loss of a yard. So it's a 2nd and 11. And anytime they just have that 1 receiver, it's kind of a power running set. But now they've got 3 receivers in. Shotgun formation. He's looking to throw.
Number 3 exit right out of the air. That was a great catch by Chris Love.
And he picks up about 4 yards. Well, it picks up 5, but it's going to be 3rd and 6. So 3rd and 6. 2 receivers top, 1 bottom. Shotgun formation. And he hands it off.
Snap.
Oh, right up the middle. And that is Cameron Williams running really hard. A new first down inside the 5. Maybe right on the 5. Just
that looked
inside.
like number 11, Luke Brown on the stop.
Luke plays defense, and if he's making a tackle, they're in the secondary. So there's their running set. Everybody stacked up to their right. They hand it off to Cameron,
5.
and he is in. So, with 6:19 left in this third quarter, the Bulldogs, they're lining it up. Okay. There was a penalty against Jefferson. So,
wait a second. Now they're saying that touchdown didn't count? I don't see the points going.
They're not up, so they're moving the ball back. Where have they spotted the ball? They haven't yet. Marking it off. So the ball is back up. And I don't know what the penalty was, but they're moving it back to the 14-yard line. All right, clock back on now. And they're in the same running formation.
Same
And
play.
now
Nope,
they
he's
fake
throwing it.
and throw it to 3.
Throw overthrown.
And he is out of bounds. Can't get to the ball. So number 3, Chris Love, he's talking to the official. He wants a call. They're playing physical, but I'm not seeing any interference on it. But it is, he's on him tightly, I can tell you that. So now they're back with 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 up top, the gun formation, 1 running back beside the quarterback. He's rolling to his right. He wants to throw again. And now there is a flag. And they call it on number 11, Luke Brown. Number 24, Jermaine Hopkins was the intended receiver. So that will probably be half the distance to the goal line or on the 1-yard line. I don't know how they'll do. See where they mark. Must have been half the distance. They're putting it on the 2-yard line. So
that make it second down again?
So it is a...
And 2 is what they're showing on the board.
And they're in the running set, stacked to the right side. And there it is.
There he goes.
And he is in for the touchdown this time. So Cameron Williams, number 5, for the Bulldogs, scores. And that should bring it to 27.
Oops. Someone moved the wrong score.
Well, they gave it to the Bears, but I'm thinking they're going to fix that pretty quick.
I think they will, or the ref is going to get chewing out somebody. Now they gave the Bulldogs 7, but they haven't made 7. There we go.
Well, they had 21.
Oh, that's right.
So 7.
The PAT will make
28. And they got the Bears back. Oh, that was almost blocked.
Wow, he was moving. That was
Man.
Bear number 0, Woods. He was
Woods.
on fire.
So 28 for the Bulldogs, 14 for the Bears. It is a 2-possession game again.
Still very attainable.
Yes, it is.
Because what we saw with the Bears earlier, they definitely have spirit and the energy to put some more points on that board.
Well, and big play, they did kind of, the one big play they had on that drive, they got a penalty on, but they still were able to punch it in. So we will see how the Bulldogs kick. They kick deep and they've done the short pooch kick. So I'm anxious to see what they got. But he's looking back to the top of your screen like he's going to kick over there. That's where he kicked it short before, but now he's moving to the other side. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Sir, here it comes.
It is the pooch kick. And that is going to be returned to the 34-yard line.
That is Bear number 5.
And that
Frank
is
Sierra.
Frank gets a nice little return, puts us in pretty good field position. Just short of the 35, I think on the 34, middle of the field. Well, let's see Wilson going back in. And I see Grayson going out to wide receiver. Cooper in the backfield, along with 28, Flanagan. So they're in the I formation. 2 wide receivers.
Quick
He's
pass.
got
Oh,
some
my
room.
goodness, Sam. He is gone. It takes 2 Bulldogs to pull him down. Number
Oh,
20. Move the chains. He even gave him the signal. That is Kason Harris of the Bears.
So that was just a little play action pass. Fake the dive to the fullback, look up and hit that.
Wow.
That
Look, he
end
covered
on the-
half the field.
Yeah. So great job of catch and run.
Catch and boogie.
So that moves the ball down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Bears 2 wide receivers, I formation again.
Wilson under center. Oh, keeps it
Oh,
and
and he
pitches it off
pitches it to Cooper.
number 21. What a great play.
All right, that's the first time we've seen him pitch to the pitch
is.
back. So he fakes the fullback, reads the end, and makes the pitch. And that's going to
Great
be
call.
close to a first down, but I think a little bit short. No?
Yeah, we'll have to. Up.
Yeah, a little bit short. It's
Close.
2nd and 1, it looks like. 2nd and 1. So good run by Cooper on the pitch. They just haven't
Good
pitched
call
the
by
ball.
Wilson.
Yeah, I haven't pitched the ball very much. There's the snap from the eye, and it's to the fullback.
Oh, he hands it to him and pushes him away.
And
that
the
was a
fullback,
great
oh
run.
my goodness! If that's Flanagan, I'll see his number in a minute.
Number 28.
It is.
Flanagan, Jeremiah Flanagan.
He really ran like a big bull in there that time. He ran hard, and he's down onto the 6-yard line. So that is a 1st and goal now.
Move the chains.
So fresh set of downs from the 6.
Boy, look at the energy the Bears have got. Look at, this drive is, every play seems to be coming up with some hot action. Same again, this time to looks like number 28 again.
What, Jeremiah,
He said, hand the ball to me.
I got it.
I got this.
And he picks up at least 3 yards there. Let's see where they spot it. Ball is on the, looks like the 2. So he picked up 4 yards on that play. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2, 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Wilson comes back in with the play. Bears are going to have 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen.
2nd down, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Oh, Wilson's keeping it. They're pushing him through.
And
They are
he's got
pushing
it.
him through.
He has got it. So
That is another Bear touchdown, Sam.
So Wilson on the keeper to the left side goes in for the touchdown.
The crowd is getting wild here.
They could have just left that 20 up there because now we got that
We
20
got it.
that we had by mistake.
That's 2 touchdowns in 1 quarter. That's
Hey, we'll
they're-
take it. Take
they
it,
are
man.
putting on the steam here.
So a lot happening well on that drive.
Yes, sir.
But it all started with that recovery earlier. Started the push.
Captain
So-
Morgan with the point after touchdown.
So now we've got
A 1-play game. I mean, a one score
possession game,
Yep,
yeah.
possession.
So 28-21, 4:11 left in this 3rd quarter.
Wow.
So the Bears still defending the north end of the field. So here's a question, Avon.
All right.
Are they going to try another onside kick?
Got to. Why not?
I think, have they done 3 or
No,
just
they've done 2. They've done 2 that I can remember.
50%.
Hey, and that's good odds.
If they do a 3rd one and get it, they're at almost 67%.
Yes.
66.67
Yeah.
if we want to know.
You know what they say? 66% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's from a movie.
Yeah.
I won't say the name, but anyway. For those who know, there's a good laugh. You'll hear something very interesting, Sam. Our viewership this game usually starts at a pretty good number and hangs there the whole time. Tonight, the numbers have done nothing but climb. We're up to almost 100.
There it is. Big hop. Oh, and it's loose.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
no.
I can't
23.
see.
I saw who it is.
Hang on, the refs are yanking them off. Get out of the way.
23 for the Bulldogs. Darius Washington got it, and he slipped in there inches ahead of a Gladewater Bear. So it was taking that good hop, and a guy hit it, and it went down and was kind of loose, but he fell on it, and I just had a perfect view of it.
You know, I can only imagine the excitement from being 3 feet from that, going, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. There's that honey on the ground, and those bears are hungry.
All right, so the Bulldogs are on the 44. They're on 44. They've got 2 wide receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Shotgun formation. And he's looking to throw. Completed
Real quick
to
pass to number 24. That was 24 is Jeremiah Hopkins Jr. And then from the quarterback, I know we've called his name out.
So that's about a 6-yard gain.
Dennis Taylor.
That's a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5. So again, they're in the same formation. Twins at the top. Lone wide receiver at the bottom. Gun formation. And he hands it off
to number 5.
And he's looking.
Got some good defense.
He's looking. He gets a block. And he is wrestled out of bounds right there by Wilson. Kyron Wilson. And so, and he actually.
That hold him from the first down?
Well, he actually didn't make anything. It's going to be 3rd and 5. He made it to the line of scrimmage.
Defense.
Yeah, great defense on that one. They almost had him for a loss.
They did.
And the guy got a key block, and he made it outside. Same set. They're handing it off
same
up
play.
the
He's
middle.
going through the center this time. And
I'm telling
number 9. Ooh, that's going to be close.
And that's Joby Chico, and it is a little short. Going to be about a yard short of a first down. 4th and 1.
4th and 1.
They
go for it?
The play up the middle. I mean, if I'm calling their plays and not knowing them, but just knowing, I run number 5 up the middle.
Yeah, that's a pretty powerful play.
Oh my goodness!
Jumped. Oh my! Who jumped?
64 for the Bulldogs. He's the right or left guard. I'm not sure. He jumped.
I wasn't even paying. All I focus on is that quarterback.
I was watching that line, and let's see how they call it. He may.
So I've got binoculars on, and Sam's got the wide view. What'd you call it? The tight view and wide view.
Yeah, tight view, wide view. So false start on the Bulldogs. So that hurts them. That's now 4th and 6.
Ooh, makes it a little bit harder because if he punches through, he usually pulls out 5, but 6 is going to be hard to get. That Bear defense is really stepping up the pressure on them.
They are. Right now, they're playing well. 2:31 and counting.
And this is just a super exciting game. I know we should have been the game of the week.
Well, you know, that you might have some merit on that, Avon. All right, so they are in their same formation. The gun, 2 wide receivers top, 1 at bottom.
4th down and 6. They're going for it.
And so he's going to do a draw. He's throwing now. Incomplete. And
get it back on
who is
down.
That got him? 36. I got it.
I can tell you, if you can see on your screen.
36. Tristan Collins.
What a great play.
Sacking the quarterback as he threw it. And he really threw it in between receivers. We don't know who he was trying to hit, but he was.
What's happening? Something's happened.
I don't know. They're having a meeting and they didn't invite us.
Here we go. Do we need to give them that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Looks like it's going to be against.
What is going on here? Going a long ways.
That's going to be, if that's against us like it looks.
Hold on, here he comes.
That's going to be a first down for Bulldogs. I don't know. I have no idea what they called.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the white hat the one that gets to make the call?
White hat is the leader.
The king of the Chiefs.
So I don't know. Y'all may know. Y'all can rewind yours if you're watching at home. And you might pick up something and let us know. But I didn't see what it was.
I definitely did. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's our ball, but I don't know what the penalty
Well, hey,
was.
as long as it's our ball,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Oh, fumble.
Whoop, I
He
missed
picked it up. Quarterback center exchange. So it went over on downs, but there was a penalty of some type. So that's what I didn't know was what the penalty was. All right, so that's going to be 2nd and 11 now for the Bears.
That one ref is waving. Move that clock, please.
151 and running. Getting close to the end of the 3rd period. Bears
Looks
in
like
the
we've
eye.
got Brown underneath.
Brown is in at
Center.
quarterback.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We had the right tackle move. That's going to be an offsides on us. So that's a 5-yarder. That's going to be.
Those things like that are going to eat us alive if they can't get those under control.
2nd and 16. The only good thing about that penalty on
Didn't
1st or
cost us a
2nd
down.
down, it's a 5-yarder, but you got time to make it up. So the Bears have 3 wide receivers.
Luke Brown in the back.
Usually a pass when Luke is in there. Oh,
my
snap.
goodness. I'm afraid
Well, that's
that is
not
recovered by number 8 of the Bulldogs, Travis Harris Jr.
So high snap over Luke Brown's head, and Bears can't get on it, and the Bulldogs get a huge turnover. 1st down on the 18-yard line of the Bears. Wow.
What the Bears needed. Yeah, that was wild.
And
but it happened.
We're down to 1:26 left in the 3rd quarter. So Bulldogs are in. They've got wide receivers top, 2 of them, 1 at the bottom, gun formation. This has been their basic formation throughout the game.
That number 3 up top. He keeps looking at him like he's about to heave it that way. Nope, hands it off to number 5 up the center.
And there's nothing there this time.
No, we've got Bear number 9. Had a big bear hug around him. Joby Chico.
So that was a good defensive play. Going to be 2nd and 9. And their play comes in.
Clock is counting. We're under 1 minute now. They're just watching that clock burn.
They are. They got.
You can't see the play
10
clock.
10 seconds
on
the play clock.
About to lose it.
Oh, this is their same set with one back end tighter.
Boy, that was close. Oh, reverse. He's about
pass.
to throw it.
Oh, almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. Is that number 16 down there or 15?
That's hard for me to see this. 16.
All right, so almost intercepted by
Carson Woods, who is a freshman. Nope, sophomore.
So very good defense on that. He was not fooled by the sweep pass.
32.7 seconds in the 3rd. Oh,
now they're throwing.
They're
throwing to number 3, and that is a flag. I think he got on him a little early. And that's number 2 for us, Carter Snyder, defending number 3 for them.
Chris Love of the Bulldogs.
And Chris, I'm thinking he's probably the tallest player on the field. But he's made some good catches. And I think Carter just maybe hit him a little bit before the ball got there. He was on him tight, but and I'm not real tall. I'm 5'8", but I might try to jump and hit him. Just hoping it's not going to be seen,
right?
Or so that puts the ball on the 2-yard line.
Oof. Oh, they handed it to number 5.
There's a loss of yardage.
That was 3 Bears on him. 31, 34, 36, 33.
So good stop by the Bears. That's a loss of almost 2 yards. So I'm anxious to see if they. I think they're going to try to run it. They're going to have their run
The clock
formation
is
with.
dead.
So
They're
the
gonna have to
quarter's
switch
going to
sides.
end with them on the
Okay.
3-yard line with a second down.
You know what would be a good time right now, Sam, is let me see if we can't get the KLTV scoreboard up here and see what's happening for. Here we go, 3A. We've got Wide Oak getting, destroyed by Atlanta. That's 54-0. They actually show our score. This is the old score. Then you've got Sabine and Tatum. Tatum 34, Sabine 21 at halftime. Got Queen City getting wiped out by Dangerfield 41-0.
Dangerfield is. I mean, they've proven
They're on a roll this year.
They're pretty good. Yeah.
You've got Harmony 40 over Wascom 26. See about some other schools up the road. You got Carthage 51 over Center 20. Bullard 14, Rusk 0. Buckeyes up the road 35 over North Lamar 6. Spring Hill 14, Pittsburgh 7 at halftime.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a close game.
That's kind of surprising.
Got Chapel Hill big time over Henderson 42-3.
And Chapel Hill got beat last week, I believe.
Here's another kind of close one here. You got Lindale and Palestine. Lindale 36, Palestine 27. Here's another one.
And
Kilgore 14, Athens 7. Look at that
Well,
one.
and Lindale beat Chapel Hill.
Oh, wow.
So they've gotten a lot better, evidently.
All right, we're coming back to the Bear game here.
All right, so Bulldogs on the
You're just tuning in. We're in the last quarter.
3-yard line.
Fourth quarter. Gladewater's wearing green tribute jerseys for the. Oh, he's running himself. 16 keeps it.
He's in. Oh, the ball's loose.
Oh, my goodness.
Ball's
What are they going
loose.
to cancel that?
Bears are on it. They're signaling touchdown.
Is that
So
because the ball crossed the line?
Well,
How does that go?
I don't know because we can't see that much detail and we don't have a replay here, but they're calling it a touchdown right now and setting it up for the extra point. So evidently he had control of it going across the goal line
That's all that matters.
and long enough before it fell out or he dropped it or whatever. So that is 34 and the kick is up and it's good. So 35-21.
Well,
So
if y'all can see number 0, Brayson Woods, turning the Jets on. He gets really close multiple times.
he's going to get a block. I'm telling you, he's going to
on
get
it.
one. But we just can't seem to close the gap by more than 2 possessions. We're playing much better
Oh, absolutely.
the second half, but we've got to get a stop and then follow it with a score to get within 1 again. Or just go ahead and score this time and then get a stop and then get a score and we're tied.
And we had that stop a minute ago. It just a bad snap caused us to lose some momentum.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see where we would have gone getting down the field.
We were down several yards. It was like what, 2nd and 16 or something.
Yeah.
The other question
So,
is, does he well this thing down there with 2 up?
I'm saying they're going to pooch kick again, but they may kick deep. I don't know. He does kick deep this
Yep.
time.
Yeah, with
And it's
2 up.
caught at the 10.
Trying to tell who that is.
That was number 2 for us, Carter Snyder. So he gets about a 10-yard return because he caught it at the 10 and got to the 20.
10 yards is a good carry.
So anyway, Bears taking over on their own 20, right hash mark. Let's see if they can get a little momentum generated like they had going on offense. And
You're just tuning in again. The green jerseys are tribute Weldon Bumblebee jerseys tonight.
it does look kind of weird with them in the green, but I kind of like it, you know.
Yep. Oh, they're trying, and it looks like Wilson is going to hold on to the ball, and they're just going to keep moving this crowd of Bears.
I can't. It's like 6-year-olds playing. You ever watch 6-year-olds play soccer? You can't see the ball because they all gather around it, and you just see a pack moving. We couldn't even see the ball carrier, but a whole lot of players look like bees swarming just all right. They could have been bumblebees. I don't know.
That's very true.
But anyway, it was good for
They're going to call that a move the
almost.
chains? Oh, he is waving move the chains.
I was
And
going
we
to say
will
it's
take that.
good enough for a first down, but
Yes, sir.
somebody was sleeping over there, not the down marker guy. So, I formation. There's the snap.
Oh,
And Wilson runs the
it.
bootleg
Oh,
again,
here we
and he's
go.
throwing deep.
He is wailing it out.
Oh, I can't believe there's no flag on that. The receiver got knocked down. Our receiver was, I believe, was Brayson Woods.
It was, yes, sir.
And the crowd does not like that, I can tell you. But they had him double covered, but and it could have been just incidental contact, getting their feet tangled up. But I just saw him go down. I'd like to see a replay, but I don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have the Joe Madden replay system in place.
So Bears second down and 10. I formation. Quarterback under center. And he pitches it. And Cooper makes about, let's see where they spot it, 3 yards. He makes about 3. That's the second time they pitched tonight.
Is that not a common thing because of the danger of doing that type of toss?
Well, I don't know. When I coached here, we ran the veer. We pitched a lot, but we read everything. We didn't call it, you know. And they're reading it too. But if it's really wide open before you get to the pitch, then you just don't ever get to pitch it. So there's the dive again. Wilson, I believe, on the keeper, he pulled that ball back out. Yes, and he gets. It's close. It's going to be 4th and 1, I think. So 4th and 1.
Boy.
So 34 comes in.
Fourth quarter.
Leon Patton.
Under 10 minutes now.
33 is coming in. Israel Serta. So it might be time for the Wildcat. Yeah, I believe Brayson is back there.
Wildcat.
So it's in the Wildcat formation. I'm thinking he's going to run to this right side, but who knows? Oh, he goes up the middle to the left side. I believe he's got it. He's got it by a yard.
What does that ref say? Ref saying's moving the chains.
Move those chains, big boy. So chains move. New set of downs for the Bears. Running the Wildcat with Woods, Brayson.
He was effective. Got us the first down.
So that was a good play. Kind of like Walt Garrison. 3rd and 2, he'd make 2. 3rd and 15, he'd make 2. He passed away, I read the other day.
Oh.
But he was a Cowboys cowboy, I promise you that. All right, so the Bears on a new set of downs.
Wilson under center.
I formation.
Oh, he's holding on to it, looking to throw, looking for an opening.
And he throws that one away.
Too much pressure on the receivers.
But that bootleg, they have bought more time to throw running that bootleg.
You remember the last times, it was the opposite. Last time it was Brown quarterback throwing to Wilson.
Yes.
And Brown just couldn't get enough pressure off of him.
And Kyron that time was running parallel and turning up the field, so he could throw it off of his front foot like you want him to.
Wilson under center. Oh, he's going back. Looks for a quick toss to
Oh.
0. He got it
And it's short of the first down.
just by 1 yard.
But
Gotta make it.
It's close. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. So Woods catching
Third.
that ball.
That was a great catch.
So I'm thinking Wildcat again.
Hey, if it's effective.
And because he gave Brayson the play. And so, yeah, he's lined up in the Wildcat formation. And we'll see which way he goes.
Watching where he can find an opening.
And
he did find an opening, and that is definitely a first down. Move the chains, the ref says at the top.
That's a first down, but it's a 6-yard gain. Woo. And I watched him that time. He took the snap and stepped back, and he just kind of read where the seam was. He was looking to the right side, but I guess he can run anywhere over there he wants to.
And so he definitely has some speed. He's
But,
proven that all over the field.
He ran that well. So now they are 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line of the Dogs.
Wilson under center. Fakes handoff. Quick pass.
Excuse me.
Again to
Brayson Woods.
Woods. Man, he is
gains
just on every other play, all over the place.
So he gains about 6. Going to be 2nd and
3 or 4 yards. If I can read it from the
call
other
it
side.
3.
3 yards.
So Bears in the I formation again. Wilson
under center.
Wilson taking the snap.
Oh, fake handoff again. Throwing it up top. Who's up there? I can't see in time.
Oh, incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's down, but he's not hurt. He's just getting up. And that was
number 5, Frank Sierra. Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, finally remembering the name.
Yeah.
Only takes 1,000 times. Wow. That was
what is this? The 8th game of the season? We got Atlanta and White Oak left. So
8th game.
So it's only taken you 8 weeks to learn that name.
I'll forget it.
I'm the same way. All right.
Oh, they bumped into each other.
Wilson keeping the ball, but he's got nothing there.
2 Bears.
He's going to lose.
Bulldogs. 19 and 21.
Yeah, he's going to.
Uh-oh.
He's limping. Oh, he's all right.
Nope. Got a little bit more of a limp.
There may bring Brown in. Brown's talking to Coach Levere right now.
Yep.
Wilson's coming off.
Looked
like maybe an ankle. I can't tell. But he lost about 4 yards. No, I'm sorry.
He's not feeling good with that.
He did lose 2 or 3 yards. But they'll get Doc on him. What's he holding? Can you see?
Left knee. Below the knee.
Yeah. Well, you hate to see any of them get hurt on either side.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But, I mean, you could just land on it and be stung. It could be took a helmet on it, all kinds of stuff. But we don't want to speculate.
Oh, my goodness.
Anything.
We're back again to this. Okay. Got to apologize. It looks like the camera has frozen. I'm going to see if we can I'm afraid somebody unplugged my camera. I told him not to.
Okay. Well, you go.
Oh, nope.
It's good.
Hold on. You're just going to see this logo for a minute while we get this fixed. We ran out of time on the schedule that they had. Let me get that fixed.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'll ad-lib.
There you go.
So it is a 4th down and 6 for the Bears. They have twins to the bottom of your screen, one wide receiver at the top, gun formation, Luke Brown in at quarterback, so probably a throwing down, I'm guessing. And sure enough, he throws it. Oh, almost intercepted. Pass intended for Carter Schneider, and just incomplete. Nobody can get it. But Snyder is saying they pulled his jersey. He's upset, but no flag on it. I don't know. So I think they're just trying to get him calmed down. So we're at 6:04 left in this fourth quarter.
We are back.
And the
I do apologize for that.
Bulldogs are getting the ball, and y'all are getting a picture again. So Avon, with his artificial intelligence, talked to the camera with the artificial intelligence, but Avon outsmarted him using his real intelligence. So
sometimes.
So Bulldogs have the ball, and it is
Hands
a
it off to number
handoff,
5.
and he is met at the line of scrimmage and bounced him back, and I think he
34 and 33 of the Bears, they are always on top of him.
Yeah.
That would be Israel Serta and Dion Patton.
So he actually just fell forward and made a yard. They stopped him at the line. So Bulldogs with a 2nd and 9. They've got number 3, Chris Love, to the bottom of your screen, and 2 receivers to the top. They're in the gun formation. This is their favorite formation. And he hands it off.
Hands it off to 5 again.
And he's got a little daylight. He makes about 4 more yards. So that's going to bring up a third and 5. Maybe 3rd and 4. No, it's 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 from their own 45.
That's number 16, Taylor, quarterback. Maybe not be calling out his name enough, but
you know well, I'll tell you in a minute. We'll call this play. So again, Love at the bottom, but this time he's got number 24, Jermaine Hopkins, down with him. And they run a sweep, and he's got a first and driven out of bounds at about the 45. Let's see where they spot it.
Nope.
No, he stepped out early.
He stepped out early. Like 4th and 1.
Okay. So he did not make it. I couldn't tell where he stepped out, but it was short of the first down by a yard. So 4th and 1.
4 minutes and 29 seconds.
And you know, 4th and 1's, it's hard to stop.
It really is.
I mean, you think, well, yeah, we can hold them 4 yards, 4th down. But 4th and 1 is, I mean, they only need a yard, you know?
Yeah. That's the only time that's easier. It's not never easy, but easier to stop, or a little bit better to stop, would be
timeout.
Timeout.
Timeout for
Bulldogs.
Jefferson, although they have not stopped the clock yet.
Well, that's a weird timeout. How does that work?
Oh, they stopped it now.
So I was about to say it's a little bit easier to stop a 1 when it's on the line. If it's on the go and they've only got 1, you can get your whole defensive team there.
Because you shorten the field.
Yes,
all you got is 11 yards, and you're out of the end zone.
Is that how long that is?
Well,
11 yards.
That's 10 yards. So,
okay.
But if you're on the 1.
If you're on the 1, you've got to.
So that's why you see a lot of teams, the Cowboys come to mind, march down the field, but when they get in the red zone, but even up close to the red, it gets harder because your routes can't be as long, but you do a lot. They say do a lot more crossing and stuff like that. So we'll see. They've got to try to stop them here because I'm sure they're going to go for it. I mean, I would go for it with a 14-point lead.
Yes, sir.
And we're down to 4:15 left in the game. So not
they're
undoable.
Getting real tight up there by that ball.
But we need a stop right here, and then we need a score pretty quick.
It can happen, and it has happened in this game.
We've seen it, yeah.
It's been a great game to watch.
This is their run formation. They're coming this way, sure enough, and he is met hard.
And that was actually a different Bulldog this time. Usually it's number 5. Trying to get his number. That looks like number 21 of the Bulldogs, Christian Bowman.
So they make about 3 yards, make enough for the first. The ball is now in Bear territory on the 47. And clock's running at 3:56. So
I think at this point they're wanting to burn that clock up on, and we can't blame them because if you give the Bears a little bit of room,
well, I look for them to keep it on the ground, and this is their running set to this side.
Yes, sir.
And that's what they do.
Number 5 again. Oh, he's.
Now I'll tell you one good thing about number 5. If his hole is closed up, he doesn't mind changing directions.
Quickly.
And when they're all set strong and he's running into the strength, when he changes direction, there's not many bodies on that side. Which the downside, there's not many blockers, but there's not many defenders either.
Allows them to gain as much yards as they just did. Quite a lot on it.
So that is that's a 1st and 10. Ball is now inside on the 28. And
quick handoff to number 5. He's got a couple Bears, but he just takes off
and see, that's what he does well. I mean,
well.
they literally had him stopped at the line. He did a little sidestep and bounced outside and turned it up. And
those big defenders aren't that fast.
Yeah, and he's got.
They could just get a bear hug on him.
He's got another first down.
Sure.
2:54 clock stop while the chains move.
While we got just a minute, one last time I said I'd also do it in the 4th quarter. We've got the Sitting on the Woodbine by our drama club, November 2nd, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
So now they're set to the right.
Again, hands it off to number 5.
And he follows the blocks there.
Oh, he broke 2 blocks.
Now he's down to the what? Inside the 4-yard line?
Yes, sir. Right on the 4 is where that top ref is standing.
4-yard line. So 35, 24, 2:37, clock's running. They're going to use it all. Play clock's down to 24. So they're going to take their time getting out of the huddle, and I would too.
And you cannot blame them. Absolutely not.
That's just smart football.
Yes, sir.
So they're running set to the right.
Taylor in the gun.
He
Hands
gets
it off
the ball.
to 5 again. It's one of those things where
he loses a yard.
Had 4 Bears, 36, 33.
I bet you he sleeps well tonight. He's run hard tonight. He's a good back.
Yes, he has. And they're letting him off the field for a minute. And they got a good little trek back home. What is that, about 40, 50 minutes back to Jefferson, Texas?
It's probably closer to an hour, I'm thinking, to Jefferson. All right, so they take him out. They got a new running back in there, number
16, Taylor in the gun.
21.
Handed off to 21.
Oh, and he's tough too. I believe
looks like he made it.
Looks like maybe a fumble.
That is a touchdown.
Oh, touchdown. Touchdown.
That number 21 was Christian Boatman again.
So 41-21 with the PAT, and the Bears are only going to have 1:23 from the kickoff to score.
If they kick off as long as they did last time, it landed at the 10. That's a lot of.
They're only going to have to score 3 times in 1:23 seconds, which theoretically could happen.
Number 6, Dominic Rivers. Oh my goodness.
If Woods would just, he's standing up trying to hit. If he would lay out
stretch out
about 18, his head about 18 inches off the ground, where he would flash right in front of where that guy's holding and not touch anybody, he may get it. But he's coming fast, but he's a little high. It's kind of like, have you ever seen a baseball player on a close ball slide at first, coming to the bag from home plate?
Oh, yeah.
Because theoretically, if he dives while he's running full speed, he can get to the bag faster than if he runs through. I don't know the science if he really can or not, but they think they can. But you just don't see many people
I
slide
don't see.
at first, coming
Right.
to first for the first time.
Every once in a blue moon,
You
they're trying to
do.
race that ball. Is that just a mental thing?
I think so.
Because I
You're
think the
just
dirt would
taught to
slow you
run through,
down.
run through, run through,
Yeah.
you know. But anyway, so let's just see if the Bears can put something together on their minute
Usually
and
you see that
23-second
on those
offense.
bunts. I'm sitting there thinking, I've seen it in movies.
Yeah.
Well, they'll just like bunt, and you see that hitter burn rubber.
So ball's fumbled a little bit at the 10 or 11. He's got a little room, and he gets
He's got a
out
lot of
past the
Bulldogs on him.
20. He's to the 23.
Still made up some good yards. That was number 2, Carter Snyder of the Bears. Tonight, the Weldon Bumblebees is what the jerseys read.
All right, we got 115. What do you think they're going to do?
I would like to see them try what made them some successful plays of Brown quarterback, Wilson the receiver. If Brown can get a good defensive line to hold him off of him so he can breathe for a second.
Well,
I think they're
going to have to roll out to get time.
That bootleg piece.
But Wilson is back in the game, and so
Wilson under center.
I formation.
Whoop,
timeout called by
Jefferson
Bulldogs.
That's unusual. How would they do that?
I don't know. I don't know who let those dogs out.
I mean, if you're already 2 possessions ahead.
Well, I don't know, but they saw something they didn't like, and you got a timeout.
I guess so.
I don't.
Well, the thing I said a minute ago, I'll reiterate. Setting on the Woodbine, the story of Gladewater's oil boom history. This originally was done in like 1986, if I remember correctly. We're also doing a celebration of Gladewater's 150 years. It can be directed and edited by Jessica Smith, our theater director. November the 2nd, doors open at 6:30. November 5th, doors open at 1:30. 6th and 7th of November, the last 2 days that you can catch it. Doors open at 6:30.
Okay, I formation.
Wilson under center.
And he hands the ball off. And I want to tell you,
some of those linemen are fighting with those other guys there.
Number 55 for the Bulldogs, he got driven down the field.
Hayden Ray of the Bulldogs.
And I'm going to tell you, he didn't like it. He ended up throwing. I couldn't get a number through one of our guys down, but he was 10 yards away from the ball.
These players are not quitting. They say, I don't care if the game's almost over or not. Oh, Wilson keeps the ball. Oh, they called it.
I don't think they realized he had the ball.
I don't think so either. I think that that's too bad.
He's showing him the ball. It didn't do much good. But he read it. He left it up in there a long time.
Long enough. It's probably too long.
Yeah,
How long is too long?
That one right there. Clock is running.
Mississippi 2 run.
Clock is running. We got one more play probably, unless we can stop the clock.
Coach Levere does have 2 timeouts. Wants to use them. Wilson keeps it, but he runs into a big pile of Bears and Bulldogs, and I think that does it.
Well, we're down to 6 seconds.
That's it.
No
They're
stopping
running
now.
the clock.
Yeah.
And that will be the end of this game, Sam.
Okay. Well, let's recap a little. It's 42-21, and some bright spots. Bears coming off their only victory so far, and Jefferson on a pretty good roll right now.
But compared to all the other games that we have lost to, I don't think that we ourselves have been that high on the board, have we? I wish I had scores in front of me.
I don't know. I'll have to research that. But we're left with 2 games. We've got Atlanta next Friday in Atlanta, and then you and I will be back here a week after that, the first Friday in November, the night before deer season opening. and we will host the White Oak Roughnecks, our neighbors 7 miles east, and that's always a good game.
Yes,
But
it
I
is.
really feel like our chances the next 2 weeks for a victory are good. And not to say you don't ever say we're going to win. You respect your opponent, and any given night, anybody can beat anybody. That's why we
Absolutely.
play. But I really think our guys will. I think you'll see their best effort so far. This was a good effort tonight.
A
Just
great
too
effort.
many big
Great
plays by the
plays.
Dogs, and give credit where credit's due. Uh, but we we could end up in the playoffs with 2 wins for sure, 2 more wins,
Okay.
and maybe
Two total.
maybe with a total of 2 wins. Depends on, I don't know the other records and how many go, but so there's still a chance.
2 Fridays from now, we'll definitely be talking about the playoff
Yeah,
numbers because
yeah.
then we'll be closer to.
So anyway, join us back here in 2 weeks for the White Oak game at Jack V. Murphy Stadium